don't know what else the media and everybody can talk about. I'm just ready for this game to begin. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. You know, I don't know about you guys, but the media, they're talking about the same storyline here, same storyline there. Interview 440 Winers fans, and they're crying. The players are crying. It just doesn't end. I'm just ready for all the noise to stop and the game to begin. Now, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure, more importantly, you subscribe for the most censored, most throttled coffee drinking today, YouTube censored mother humper, and all the internet. And if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check, double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed. As you can see, I'm a little bit wired today. I'm a little fired up. I drank like 3-4 shots of black coffee, and I can't stop bouncing off the walls. I put on the TV. They're talking to 49er players. They're crying like babies. They put on another channel. They're talking about Andy Reid, Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce. Like, I've heard all the storylines. I'm just ready for this game to begin. Can the game just begin? Because I don't know what else there is to talk about. Seriously, like, we gotta play football, man. You know, I'm just ready to get this game. I like doing shots of black coffee, man. Holy crap, I feel good. It's like a double, triple shot thing. I don't know what it is. I feel like Beavis from, you know, ever watch Beavis and Butthead? And then Beavis does the whole, he drinks some coffee, he starts doing the TP for his bunghole thing, the Great Cornholio. I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but that's what I feel like. I'm bouncing off the walls. I like it. You know? But seriously, I'm just ready for this game to begin. Tomorrow I will have my preview prediction video out for the Super Bowl. And then we're good to go. We'll have a Philly Shakedown Saturday. We'll be streaming the game on Sunday. And I'm just ready, you know. The one thing I will say, and I was thinking about a couple things today, right? First thing, I see two big things having to happen for the Eagles to win this game, right? And one is, I think that the pass rush against the Kansas City Chiefs is going to be the key. Because if you can get pressure on Patrick Mahomes, if you can force him to have to stay in the pocket and throw, and have to get rid of it when he doesn't want to, I think you got them right where you want to. And then the other thing is the Eagles and their ability to run the ball. Because, listen, the teams that have beaten the Eagles this year, they have done one good thing, and they've all done one same thing, and that is they've had a lot of time of possession, especially in the first half against the Eagles, meaning they were able to keep the ball, move the ball, use their run game, and basically keep the Eagles' offense off the field. The one thing I see a problem for Kansas City is they don't have a run game. They don't really have a run game. And if they score quick, the Eagles have the ability to respond. And I think that the Eagles, with their run game and the ability to establish their run and have 6-7 minute drives and keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline, would be key. So I think the Eagles' run game and the Eagles' pass rush, those are really two big things that I think will determine the outcome of this game. You know, besides the obvious of, you know, you can't have turnovers, things like that. But I feel really good about this game. I feel good where the Eagles are, and I hope and I think we're going to get a victory. I'll obviously give you my preview and prediction video tomorrow, but in the meantime, I feel good where we are. And I was thinking today, I was doing some MVP bets, and I was thinking maybe the guy that we should be putting some money on, and I think I'm going to, is Miles Sanders. I mean, who's to say this isn't the Miles Sanders perfect game? This isn't the perfect situation for Miles Sanders to go off. You know, everybody's talking about Jalen Hurts. Everybody's talking about Haason Reddick and the wide receivers. Maybe, just maybe, this is Miles Sanders' game. Because you can run the ball on the Chiefs. And I could see Miles is capable. You know, he's that guy that could take any carry on any given play and break it all the way for a touchdown. So I was looking at the MVP odds, right? And they got Miles Sanders is plus 2,200 today. So he's plus 2,200 for MVP. So that means if I bet $10 on Miles Sanders, I would win $220. So I might put $100 on Miles. And, that would be $2,200. Because if he takes, let's say if he takes a handoff at the Eagles 30 and breaks it, like just one big run for a touchdown, that would automatically probably position him in a spot where he could possibly win Super Bowl MVP. So I think the run game for the Eagles is going to be very important. I do, because listen, I'm a Patrick Mahomes guy. I like Patrick Mahomes a lot. And I know what he can do. And I think he'll be able to move the ball at times on the Eagles. And if you can keep him off the field, that's only better. I think this is a game in which the Eagles need to establish the run. They need to run the ball well. And I think if they do that, it'll open up everything else. Now, I love the players we got. I do. I love this team, and this team has to finish the job. They have to get this done. If they can win this game and win the Super Bowl, this may be my favorite team of all time. I definitely think it'd probably be their best team that I've ever seen. I would have to put it up there, but they have to finish the job. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, the 2017 team, they actually won a Super Bowl first. And they'll always have that in their heart for what they did with Nick Foles, obviously. But from a pure talent standpoint, if I'm going position by position, this team on paper is better. But they got to close it out. If you don't close it out, you know what I'm saying? I need a drink. Too much, man, that caffeine. I ain't kidding you either. My heart is boom, 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 boom. I'm probably burning calories. Got ketones flying all over me and everything. Pinky up when you drink. You got to show that you got class. Like the old school Italians. Like that. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. Yeah, Miles Sanders and the run game is going to be key. I bet Gainwell. I didn't even see what Gainwell was. Let me see if I can find Gainwell's MVP numbers. If they even have it here. I'm looking. Okay. So Gainwell, here you go. Kenneth Gainwell. Phew. How about that? 80 plus 8,500. Wow. So Gainwell is plus 8,500 to win the MVP. So let's bet $100 would be $85. $10. So I'm gonna have to put $10 on Gainwell. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of betting. Right, I'm gonna have Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, Kenneth Gainwell, Miles Sanders. I'll probably put $10 on Kenneth Gainwell, $850. Although I don't see that happening. But my point is this: the Eagles have to run the ball. They have to run the ball this game, and I think they can run the ball. And they will run the ball. And if they do that effectively, and you can have 6-7 minute drives, finish it with a touchdown, and keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline, it's even better. It's even better. I don't see any way that the Chiefs win this game and Patrick Mahomes isn't Super Bowl MVP. If they win the game, he's going to win MVP. Most likely it's going to happen. If the Eagles win, there could be a lot of guys. Obviously, Jalen Hurts sounds like would be the number one choice, but then you have anybody from A.J. Brown to Devontae Smith to Miles Sanders. I mean, it could go any way. Two keys for this game, as far as I'm concerned. For the Eagles, offensively, establish the run. Defensively, you have to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. Two things that the Eagles do really, really well. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Devontae Smith, I love this kid, man. They said, they were asking Devontae Smith what he's doing this week, to get ready for the game and stuff like that. He said he's sitting in the dark in his room. He ain't going there. He goes back to his hotel room. He sleeps, and he just sits in the dark. He doesn't have any distractions. No phone, no TV. He doesn't want anything to influence him. He doesn't want to get his mind off of anything but this game. I absolutely love that kid. My favorite player in the National Football League is Devontae Smith. It's Devontae Smith. How can it not be, I love that attitude, and I love Reddick too. I know you guys probably saw what he said, via John Clark at the press conference about Dallas Cowboy fans bringing their jerseys to this. I'll watch this.
Philly fans got they got a reputation of being grimy. That you come into our stadium wearing a different color jersey, you gonna have a problem, and rightfully so. But what you look like bringing a Dallas Cowboys jersey into the link, man? Keep that home. We don't want to see it.
See what I'm saying? You gotta love the guy. You gotta love guys like that. Those are two of my sleep or dark horses to win the MVP if it ain't gonna be Jalen Hurts. And I also gotta say this. 49er players are still crying like babies, right? They're still crying like babies about this whole game. You got Giant fans, they're still crying too. I don't know what they're crying about, but they still talk. Their team got destroyed 3 times by us. But the Kansas City Chiefs fans, for the most part, I gotta say, they've been pretty good. I have no issues with the Kansas City Chiefs fans. They seem pretty respectful. They say, hey, my team's going to win, but it ain't too much. And they're supporting their team. So shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs fans for making my life not miserable this week like the 49er fans and the Dallas Cowboy fans and the New York Giant fans and all those fans all the weeks, all the months previous. At least that team, they have a great fan base. They're a great team. We're going to go at it. And bing, bang, bang, boom, 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 bam. Double moonwalk to the ass. That's what I think. All right, I got to go. I will have my preview prediction video tomorrow. I have 5 channel membership videos coming out most likely tonight or tomorrow. And an unboxing. So with that said, a lot of stuff going on. But take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's our vision. We're all just living in it. What about this for a super MVP sleeper, right? A Super Bowl MVP sleeper. James Bradbury. He's plus what? 22,000? Is that what it is? Plus 22,000 to his Super Bowl MVP. What if he gets like a pick 6 or something like that, right? $10 would pay $2,200. $100 would pay $22,000. I could buy a whole bunch of cannolis for $22,000. A whole bunch. Denzel Washington. Out.